வணக்கம். 10th Standard Science English Medium Unit 12 Plant Anatomy and Plant Physiology. Question and answers. Answer in a sentence. What is collateral vascular bundle? Answer. A vascular bundle in which xylem lies towards the center and phloem lies towards the periphery is called collateral vascular bundle. Second question. Where does the carbon that is used in photosynthesis come from? Answer. Atmospheric carbon dioxide, CO2. Third question. What is the common step in aerobic and anaerobic pathway? Answer. Glycolysis. Fourth question. Name the phenomenon by which carbohydrates are oxidized to release ethyl alcohol. Answer. Anaerobic respiration or fermentation. Anaerobic respiration or fermentation. Chatr questions. First question. Give an account on vascular bundle of dicot stem. Answer. Vascular bundle of dicot stem are conjoint, collateral, endarched and open. They are arranged in the form of a ring around the pith. Second question. Write a short note on mesophyll. The tissue present between the upper and lower epidermis is called mesophyll. It is differentiated into Palisade parenchyma and spongy parenchyma in a dicot leaf. Palisade parenchyma are elongated cells with more number of chloroplasts and take part in photosynthesis. Spongy parenchyma are spherical cells with intercellular spaces and helps in gaseous exchange. Fourth question. Name the three basic tissue systems in flowering plants. First one, dermal or epidermal tissue system. Second, ground tissue system. Third, vascular tissue system. Fifth question. What is photosynthesis and where in a cell does it occur? Photosynthesis. Photosynthesis is a process by which autotrophic organisms like green plants, algae and chlorophyll containing bacteria utilize the energy from sunlight to synthesize their own food. 6 CO2 plus 12 H2O gives, with the help of light and chlorophyll, we get C6H12O6 plus 6H2O plus 6O2 oxygen gas. Photosynthesis takes place in the chloroplast of the cell. Photosynthesis occurs in green parts of the plant such as leaves, stems and floral buds. What is respiratory quotient? Answer. Respiratory quotient is the ratio of volume of carbon dioxide liberated and the volume of oxygen consumed during respiration. It is expressed as RQ is equal to volume of carbon dioxide liberated by volume of oxygen consumed. Why should the light dependent reaction occur before the light independent reaction? Answer. The light independent reactions use the end products ATP and NADPH2 of the light dependent reactions to produce glucose. Light independent reactions use the energy ATP derived from light dependent reactions. Hence, the light dependent reaction occurs before the light independent reaction. Draw and label the structure of oxysomes. Eighth question. Write the reaction for photosynthesis. 6CO2 plus 12H2O gives, with the help of light and chlorophyll, gives C6H12O6 plus 6H2O plus 6O2 oxygen gas. Carbon dioxide plus water gives glucose plus water plus oxygen. Long answer questions. Question number 1. Differentiate the following: aerobic and anaerobic respiration. Aerobic respiration, it takes place in higher plants and animals. Anaerobic respiration, it takes place in lower plants, that is yeast and bacteria. Aerobic respiration, oxygen is utilized for respiration. Anaerobic respiration, oxygen is not utilized for respiration. Aerobic respiration, glucose is completely oxidized. Anaerobic respiration, incomplete oxidation of glucose takes place. Aerobic respiration, more energy is produced, 38 ATP. Anaerobic respiration, less energy is produced, 2 ATP. Aerobic respiration, the end products are CO2, H2O and energy. Anaerobic respiration, the end products are ethanol or lactic acid, CO2 and energy. Question number 2. Describe and name 3 stages of cellular respiration that aerobic organisms use to obtain energy from glucose. Cellular respiration, the biochemical process occurring within cells where the food is oxidized to obtain energy, is known as cellular respiration. Stages of aerobic respiration: glycolysis, glucose splitting. It is the breakdown of one molecule of glucose into 2 molecules of pyruvic acid. It takes place in cytoplasm of the cell. Krebs cycle, it occurs in the mitochondrial matrix. At the end of glycolysis, 2 molecules of pyruvic acid enter into the mitochondria. The oxidation of pyruvic acid into carbon dioxide and water takes place through this cycle. It is also called tricarboxylic acid cycle. Electron transport chain, it is accomplished through a system of electron carrier complex called electron transport chain, that is ETC, located on the inner membrane of the mitochondria. NADH2 and FADH2 molecules formed during glycolysis and Krebs cycle are oxidized to NAD plus and FAD plus to release the energy via electrons. The electrons move through the system and release energy which is trapped by ADP to synthesize ATP. This is called oxidative phosphorylation. In this process, oxygen, the ultimate acceptor of electrons, gets reduced to water. C6H12O6 plus 6O2 gives 6CO2 plus 6H2O plus ATP. Third question. How does the light dependent reaction differ from the light independent reaction? What are the end product and reactants in each? Where does each reaction occur within the chloroplast? Light dependent reaction, light independent reaction. First one, important differences. First point, it takes place in the presence of light. Light independent reaction, it takes place in the absence of light. Light dependent reaction, it is also known as Hill reaction or light reaction. Light independent reaction, it is also known as Calvin cycle or dark reaction. Light dependent reaction, third point, it is named as Hill reaction after its discoverer Hill. Light independent reaction, it is named Calvin cycle after its discoverer Melvin Calvin. Second point, reactants. Light dependent reaction, light, water, ADP and NADPH are the reactants. Light independent reaction, the reactants are CO2, ATP and NADPH2. Light dependent reaction, end products are O2, that is oxygen, ATP and NADPH2. Light independent reaction, the end product is carbohydrate. Location, light dependent reaction location is, it takes place in the thylakoid membrane, that is grana of the chloroplast. Light independent reaction location, it takes place in the stroma of the chloroplast. Higher order thinking skills, HOTS, hot questions. First question, the reaction of photosynthesis make up a biochemical pathway. Question number A, what are the reactants and products for both light and dark reactions? Question number B, explain how the biochemical pathway of photosynthesis recycles many of its own reactions and identify the recycled reactants. Answer, question number A, for an answer A, the reactants and products are for both light and dark reactions. Light reaction, dark reaction. Reactants for light reactions are light, water, ADP and NADPH. Dark reaction, reactants are CO2, ATP and NADPH2. End product, light reaction, the end products are O2, ATP and NADPH2. Dark reaction, the end products is carbohydrate. B, answer, the biochemical pathway of photosynthesis which recycles many of its own reactions. Name of the recycled reactants. The products of light reaction, ATP and NADP, move out from the thylakoid to the stroma. These ATP and NADPH2 are utilized in Calvin cycle to reduce carbon dioxide to carbohydrate. The used up ATP and NADPH2 are converted to ADP and NADPH. Light reaction converts these energy depleted compounds ADP and NADP plus back to the high energy forms ATP and NADPH. ATP and NADP plus light reaction gives ATP and NADPH2. Second question. Where do the light dependent reaction and the Calvin cycle occur in the chloroplast? Location. Light dependent reaction location. It takes place in the thylakoid membrane, that is grana of the chloroplast. Calvin cycle. It takes place in the stroma of the chloroplast. Thank you.